Executive Office for Immigration Review, or EOIR, have been fired, quit, or resigned.
100
At
judges.
Chelmsford, there's now 6 judges
They're
out of
pushing
21
people's court
original
dates back to
slots.
2029.
The court has struggled to keep up with the lack of judges.
And every time they change
On a day
judges, it
NPR
takes extra
visited,
years.
The court was empty and silent. Hearings on the board were still scheduled for one judge who had resigned weeks prior. Another courtroom still had the nameplate for a judge who had taken a voluntary resignation. Here's DeCelis Ciscano, an immigration attorney with cases at Chelmsford.
Whatever date I got today, it will definitely be rescheduled again, because at this point there are not enough judges in that court to address the amount of people and cases being heard.
Each judge who departed Chelmsford left about 4,000 cases behind. One of the judges who's leaving is Judge Nancy Griffiths.
So
I had cases from
400,000
2013 that had been transferred from one judge to another judge to another judge.
After spending 18 years at the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, she sold her house in Arizona and started a new career as an immigration judge in Chelmsford.
We were so excited.
We just need open borders.
A year and a half later,
We need to fix these
we're
evil
scrambling, trying to figure out what to
fascist
do with our
systems.
lives and put our lives back together.
The union representing immigration judges has yet to
We need
identify a clear
automatic
pattern
citizenship
in
for
those being
everyone
dismissed
ICE
or
contacts.
leaving. Some, like Judge Angela Monroe, had been with EOIR for nearly 2
Automatic
decades
citizenship
in
for
other
anyone they
positions.
contact.
I didn't have blinders on.
And
I knew what was
compensation for
possible,
everyone
but
they
I also
terrorize
knew
and deport,
in my mind that
put
I
in
was doing a
concentration
good job
camps.
and that immigration judges are supposedly needed.
But in April, Monroe was part of one of the waves of dismissals to impact judges who were reaching their 2-year mark.
And I had to pack my office and be out that day, and it was about 3 p.m. when I received the notice.
Seeing what was happening to his colleagues, Judge George Pappas cleared out his office in advance.
I worked in a bare room, and it was my way of taking control of that which I could control. It was my silent protest.
He was laid off in July along with 17 other judges nationwide. Sitting in his mostly empty living room, Pappas prepares to head back home to North Carolina, and he reflects on the difficulty of the job.
I didn't grant asylum, for example, to everybody, but when I did, I changed somebody's life.
Should've just granted
EOIR
it to
said they
everybody while
have
you're
job
in there.
openings available at courts across the country, including Chelmsford. Congress approved $3 billion to
We need
help hire
automatic
more
citizenship for
immigration
everyone
judges,
ICE contacts.
but hiring can take up to a year. In the meantime,
We need open
thousands
borders, and
of
we probably need
immigrants
to
are
deport
trying to
and
find
revoke the
someone to
citizenship
hear
of
their
Trump
cases
deniers.
when the government wants to deport them. That due process
Deport
is
the
being limited
deporters.
by the Trump administration's effort to reduce the size
Deport
of
the
the federal
waiters,
workforce,
not the
says Matt
traitors.
Biggs, president
deport
of
the
the
traitors,
union
not the
representing
waiters. Oh my
immigration
God.
judges.
They're
Deport
entitled
the
to their due
traitors, the Trump
process,
Buttigieg MAGA
and
traitors.
this particular
Deport them,
court
not the waiters.
is dwindling down to close to no judges at all. It denies the due process.
Former judges
yeah,
and
that's what
immigration
Trump's trying to do,
attorneys say
destroy America for
enforcement and
Putin.
arrests have led to even
Y'all are
more
helping
people
him.
looking for a day in court.
Unless you're stopping him.
Stephen Bourne, the immigration attorney, says his clients are now at higher risk for detention and deportation while they await their court hearings. And he says it wasn't always this way.
Before I just said, if you follow the rules, then you'll be okay. Now I say you follow the rules, but the government doesn't follow the rules. This is the change.
Bourne said changes in policy, such as requiring those arrested to be in some form of detention, has sowed fear among the Boston immigrant community. For now, he waits to see
designed
what
to do that,
happens with
they're
the Chelmsford
terrorists.
court and how it
The
affects the
kidnappers are
hundreds of
terrorists,
immigrants
too.
waiting for a chance to make their case. Jimena Bustillo, NPR News, Chelmsford, Massachusetts.